One thing I never saw before that they just installed in the mall near me, and I think it's just genius. I I've never seen this before. They just put a What's up, guys? I'm Zap, and this is Jericho, and we are Bandit Future, a now six-time international award-winning pop hip hop music duo. We make clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that is uniquely Californian. And right now, right here, right now,
Baby.
right here, right now, yeah. You're listening to the Lives of Circus podcast. Well, my voice went really high. Where you're talking, where we're talking about things that are funny, interesting, and ridiculous. But before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with at least 2 people who like to go shopping. And make sure you stay to the end of the video because a lot of people thought that malls were closing down, but they're very much alive. And I'm going to tell you 3 reasons at the end as to why that is the case.
Bam.
Intro. Nailed it. Okay. The rest of it, I don't know.
Well, it's all about how you start and how you finish. The middle can be like, like a plane. It's like, all right, we took off right, a little choppy in the middle, but if we landed right, everything is all forgiven,
I guess so. And if something is wrong, then you can sue later.
Emotional damage. Yeah.
But yeah, so today's topic is all about the American mall, America pastime, if you will. Jericho, do you still go to the mall? Is that a thing you do? Where do you do your shopping, my brother?
Dude, it's always going down in the mall.
Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down.
That is one of the greatest songs of all time. All right. Beyonce made one of the greatest albums of all time. That is one of the greatest songs of all time. All right.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
It's just so good.
I do.
I like that song so much. Like, oh my gosh.
I do think about that more than I should.
It's so good.
It's just such a if you just I guess I think about the lyrics too much because it's just like wherever this guy goes, it's going down.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, how cool is this guy? You can meet him anywhere, and anywhere he is, it's going down.
He's pretty cool.
That's gangster, man.
To me, never met him, but seems pretty cool. I'll still go once in a while. I don't like shopping that much, but I always liked going to the mall. I just like the vibe of it. It's where you went to pick up girls in high school for sure. But just even now, I'll still, if I got some time to kill. Oh, and they have Cinnabon there. Good Lord.
I mean, tell me that place isn't run by Satan. You ever eat a Cinnabon? You have to take a nap halfway through.
I'll go there just because I kind of like it's like a realm of industry that I never really thought of too much until I was older. Actually, after watching an episode of Daria, it's really weird. But it was kind of like this episode about the mall culture in general and how like places got big like Cinnabon in malls and what an interesting concept it is. But not like a little, outdoor, but like a big, huge Ontario Mills style or like the big one in Minnesota. That kind of mall thing. It's just a vibe. It's commerce. It's kind of like capitalism and its friendliest. It's like, hey, here's a lot of stuff that you probably want all in one place. You can come get it and spend time here, and it smells wonderful and it's fun. So I always liked going to the mall. So I'll still go once in a while, but I usually know that I have another option now. I don't have to go to the mall to get stuff that back in the day I did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Alabama, Montgomery specifically. We had basically two malls. It was the Montgomery Mall and the Eastdale Mall. Montgomery Mall was it was all right. It was kind of small. Eastdale Mall was a little bigger, but not compared to what I've seen out here. Like Ontario Mills.
Yeah.
You mentioned that is huge. The Glendale Galleria, huge. Yeah. What's the one that's like like off the 5.
Oh man, not Fox Hills.
No, like it's like the Citadel, something like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I've actually ever been there.
I think it's either that or something, or Cerritos. The Cerritos Mall is huge.
It's the Beverly Center.
Yeah,
a big, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the malls are. I guess we don't really think about it, but they're still around. They're still huge.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna just throw some numbers at you because I thought like after COVID, like that was it because like it was a crazy time, and you saw a lot of business, like a lot of big businesses,
Yes.
from bankruptcy. Wow, words.
Yeah.
I remember J.C. Penney was a big one. Bed Bath and Beyond got hit by COVID. Toys R Us.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. for the rest. That's legit R.I.P. right there. It's like
like big flagship store. I'm not talking like a little, Radio Shack or Circuit City. I'm talking about like the biggest store in the mall is like shutting down. Like, there's gonna be no more mall. Plus, what I thought with e-commerce, the Amazons of the world, it's like, okay, people got used to getting stuff delivered to them, and it's like, why go out? I can just get it on Amazon or Walmart.com. So the numbers, however, say the opposite. So malls work with like an occupancy thing. So basically, it's like the number one indicator of how successful the mall is. So the more occupied it is by retailers, the more successful the mall is. So mall occupancy was 89 to 95% last year. 92%, and you're doing good. Anything above that, you're doing good. So malls are healthy, they're thriving. And this is what happened that I didn't really realize is that when the stores closed, it didn't necessarily mean that was the end of the mall because in case you didn't notice, a thing called inflation has been happening.
No, I didn't notice.
And so the price of everything has gone up, including rent. They just opened the space back up and they charged more because it was a new tenant. Traffic is actually up. Sales are actually up. There's actually waiting lists in some places for some stores to get into the malls. And so I get into these. There's 3 things that are really happening. You touched on some of it at the beginning.
Okay.
But I can at least give you this one on the retail side. It's basically people are finding out that, and it's kind of odd, I guess. I didn't expect that to be the way it is, but retailers are finding out that people aren't necessarily making that purchase online. They're just kind of like browsing. It's almost like TikTok, right? You're not really connecting with anybody. You're just scrolling through and seeing what's available. And they're making more concrete decisions in the store. And so the digital part is like getting people to recognize you and who you are, but they're actually seeing more sales being converted in the store, or it's called not necessarily that, but it's costing them less to get people to buy stuff. Basically,
makes sense. I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
That there's no replacement for retail therapy. I think people that love to shop, I can imagine the people that love to shop, that dopamine rush of having those 2 plastic bags when you come out the department store. You can't replace that with this. Oh, well, just bring it to you. It's like nah. It's like, don't bring me I want to go catch the fish, because it's as satisfying to actually catch it and have it as it is to pay for it. So I see that as being the thing that drives people more than anything.
Yeah, and then online stores are actually there's stores that have started online and they're actually moving to like the brick and mortar type stores. So a few of those companies, one of them is Warby Parker. Have you heard of them?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, I see their commercials all the time. They do like eyeglasses, stuff like that.
Okay.
Another company called Allbirds that I haven't heard of. And there's another company called Wayfair that I have heard of. I've definitely bought stuff uh, from their company, and so they'll be building like their own store. Um, so yeah, that's number one. Retailers are seeing positive sales in the brick and mortar, and the second thing, you kind of alluded to it, is just people like there's a certain luxury experience in malls
Mhm.
that people are drawn to that
Right.
you don't necessarily get when you're just clicking a button online.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I I recently I live near a mall, and I recently went in there, and I usually don't go in there at all, but I was just kind of walking around and looking, and I was like, huh, this is it just felt nice.
Mhm.
And I saw like a lot of stores that I wouldn't have come across online, a lot of objects or apparel, just stuff I wouldn't just be looking for online that was just different. You know,
Where
you
else
get
can you ride an escalator?
the airport.
Yeah, okay. So that's two. But I don't go to the airport as much as I go to the mall. But honestly, it's kind of a cool thing too. Like especially that big one that's always in the middle and everyone's going up and it's like the promised land appears, so it's kind of going there. Everyone it's really interesting, but I think if you pay attention, you see the excitement of people going, I'm about to buy something,
Yeah.
and they get to the top, like, we've arrived, and it's just got a cool atmosphere. It's like an environment, like a built-in environment, like the people there they'll have a little entertainment once in a while, especially in the 80s that have all the people that were singing there. But in general, it's
Hmm.
just the fact that people are all there, usually in a good mood because they're getting the stuff they want. It's it's a nice place to just hang out.
Hmm. Right. Yep. Perfect segue. That's number three.
Oh.
Is that the mall is just in general an experience for people,
Mhm.
and I think what adds to that, or I mean, they actually listed it here too as well. It's not just the stores, but everything else is happening too. So in some malls, they have stuff like go-karting and
Mhm.
video game arcades. Um, I know there's some malls that have like a trampoline thing you can jump on if
See
you
that?
feel like it. Uh, and of course, the restaurants, the movies,
Oh, it's movies, yeah.
all kind of good food. And one thing I never saw before that they just installed in the mall near me, and I think it's just genius. I I've never seen this before. They just put a grocery store inside of the mall near me,
Mm.
and that's literally the first thing I see when I walk in, and it's very weird because I grocery store and mall are two different things in my head, but it makes you're already shopping. I guess it makes sense.
Well, from a psychological standpoint, I've never seen that, and that makes a lot of sense because from a psychological standpoint, when people buy stuff, like they're more likely to buy stuff when they've already bought something, so they're kind of in the mode of buying. So I'm going to
Mhm.
the store to get my vegetables or whatever, groceries, normal. And then if you're in an environment where there's other stuff you can buy, they're like, you know what? While I'm here, I might as well see if they have and all of a sudden, there you go. You're selling
Mhm.
more than you would have. So it's like the stores and the mall have like this kind of symbiotic relationship in a way. So yeah, that makes complete sense, but I've never seen that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the first time I ever saw that, and it does make sense, and also, like the concept of a mall where you get everything. Like I would like in my mind, it's like if I'm running errands, it's like okay, I got to go to the mall, then I got to go to the grocery store, then I got to go to this place. But if they're all in like
Mm.
one place, you can go to the mall, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to the movies, and then play an arcade game. You just spend your whole day at the mall.
It's like a physical Amazon, like really, like everything I
Yeah,
need is right here.
yeah. It's crazy, man.
I want to go to a mall. I wanna go to I mean, I just want to go to the mall. I want to listen to that song,
Meet me in the mall, it's going down.
get some groceries.
Meet me in the club, it's going down.
But if someone meets you there, will it be going down? I mean, do you have that kind of
Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down.
yeah,
Look,
that kind of pull, man? Will it be going down if I meet you in the mall?
I think so. I think I can say that with confidence. I think it'd be going down in the mall. And you just play that song and like the murder horn song back to back, and dude, I'm lit. Like it's no. I'll use up all my energy for the day in 5 minutes to watch.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I just thought about this.
Oh, what?
Did you say energy? The mall next to me also has a gym in it.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Like, it's everything. You just go to the mall.
Yeah,
that's so smart because they sold that mall when after COVID because like nobody's renting. They thought it was going to go down, and this guy bought it, and I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Like malls are on the decline, and they got a gym in there, you got a grocery store. That mall is bumping, dude. Like, yo, and he bought it at a discount. So just like, man, I want to meet the guy. They did an article on him.
Okay. There was something depressing about the old malls, though, in some places where they're like kind of abandoned.
Oh, yeah.
Those are kind of all right. There's one specifically in Laughlin, Nevada, and I remember being there like, I just feel gross being in here. Like half the places are unoccupied, and the places that are there, they have the same people that were there from the 80s. It's not a good situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the mall, man.
It's a good place. All right, we went way too long. This has been another episode of the License Circus podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with somebody who likes to go to the mall. It's going down anywhere I be. I guarantee it's going down. Be in the mall.
They took our jobs! They took our jobs!